All right, so we have here, I have 3 gallons of coolant, um, various various uses, different colors also, and then you have some that are manufacturer specified there. So with the press stone that I have here, as you can see, it says Dex Cool and it says GM. So this is perfect for GM vehicles. That's the specification, the type of coolant that you should be using in there. It is a orange-ish type of coolant. So that's basically what you see there. And then also you can see it's got the 50/50 there. And then, like I said, it is synonymous with each other, antifreeze slash coolant there. So I will be using those terms throughout the lecture there. And then also you have a universal one. So the universal one more or less is a clear coolant there. I mean, it still provides the same protection and everything like that, but it's universal. So you could be able to use it in every vehicle there, but definitely go with what it says in your owner's manual. So if it says use Dexcool, use Dexcool. And then lastly, you have the Ford coolant here. It's concentrated. This is what's specified there. Ford parts and everything is called Motorcraft. So this is a Motorcraft coolant slash antifreeze slash coolant. So these are your different coolants here. And this one here, the Ford one, is a green coolant there. So you have your green, you have your green here, your clear, and then your orange coolant there. So, all right. So this concludes the video introduction, and then now we're gonna get into the text, and then also there'll be a test there. All right. So if you have any questions, concerns, any feedback, please I'll leave an email in the description there, and definitely I'll take it into consideration. Any feedback or anything like that. Thank you for joining me. All right, thank you for joining me for the Automaincon maintenance series. This one here, we will be talking about coolant. When I think of coolant and what it does to the vehicle here, I think of Gatorade. Kind of cooling down an athlete, when they're playing ball and everything like that, getting, overheated and stuff like that. This coolant antifreeze does basically the same thing. It cools down the engine because this bad boy gets really hot, and it needs something to cool it down. And then also, even in the colder temperatures, you need something other than water, because if you just have just water inside of this system here, the cooling system, it will basically freeze, and it'll be costly repairs. And if you don't have anything in the summertime, same thing, it'll be costly repairs. So at the end of this lecture, you'll be able to identify the different coolant slash antifreezes, its role, and if you are low on it, kind of how to fill it. Also, if you are low on it or don't have any, what would be the effects on your engine right here, and then kind of the components here. So I will be using some terms here, but they're synonymous with each other. Right here you have your overflow. Some people do call it the reservoir, and with this here, some of them have these caps, these pressure caps, and some of them don't. This one does here. So with this one here, you definitely do not want to open it up after the car has been running. So don't run the car and then, let me check my coolant, and then do it immediately after turning off the vehicle, because it will cause a nasty burn, and you definitely don't want that there. And then also you got your radiator, which is kind of in between this fan here there, so it's way in the front. So you have to get to that there. So that's part of the cooling system also. We do have the water pump that's down in there. It's kind of buried in there, but that is part of the system there also. That basically gets the coolant around in the engine there. And then also you have your higher rate air hose here, and then that goes into the thermostat there. So that's also another part of the vehicle there. So, and then also I would have like a try to include a video on how the thermostat works, as far as what to look for in the vehicle while you're driving. So I just want to do a quick video about the colder months and people wanting to warm up their vehicle, and actually thinking that being in idle is going to warm up your inside of your vehicle faster than driving. That is pretty much false there. As you can see with the C and the H, usually when you get in your vehicle after it's been sitting for a while, it's going to be at the C. That's for cold and hot. So when you're idle, that needle doesn't move at all. It just pretty much just stays there. Only time that it's going to move is when you are opening up the throttle, driving, things like that nature there. Because the coolant inside of your engine is basically just circulating, and it's not warming up. The vehicle's not getting to operating temperature for the thermostat to open up to allow the inside to get warm off, to get hot or anything like that. So you want to make sure that that is within the middle. As you can kind of see right there, it's kind of teetering towards there. You just kind of want to make sure that it's there. So to get it there, you basically have to drive. Once you start driving for 10 plus minutes there, it should start moving. And then once it does that, then you will get, let me see if I can turn the light on here. You'll start getting heat coming out of there. Well, that feels really good right now. You just want to make sure that this is on the hot there. So that's kind of what you want to do. You just want to make sure that you're driving, and that's going to allow that needle to move. Just being idle is not going to really do anything. It's just going to just keep that coolant circulating. It's going to cool down the engine, but it's not going to do nothing for inside. It's just basically just sitting in idle. It's just allowing the oil to start circulating through all the components that it needs to circulate through. So just kind of want to make sure you have that going on, and then also that you have the coolant to the proper levels. All right.